Hello student. So let us start our discussion. This will be the discussion to previous video in continuation. So there we have discussed how we can develop the circuit for input of three input of address register like load, increment and clear. So here we will try to develop a circuit for various component or component of common bus architecture. So if you recall the common bus architecture, and then there was a 8 cross 1 multiplexer. So there was a 3-bit input. So to input to this 3-bit, we have to develop a circuit for this selection input. Now let me tell you how multiplexer will select a specific register. So by default all the input will be available to multiplexer, means input of address register will be given to multiplexer, or you can say the content of program counter will be available to multiplexer, content of data register will be available to multiplexer, content of accumulator will be available to multiplexer. So by providing the input to this selection input, we are only supposed to select any particular input. So here we will try to derive the expression or the circuit which will help us to provide this selection input. So these are the selection input. So if this selection input is given, then particularly this element will be selected. For 001 it is AR, then 010 it is PC, then 011 it is DR, then 100 it is AC, then 101 it is IR, then 110 it is TR, and for 111 it is memory. Now how we can give input to this selection input? So for that we will use encoder circuit. Okay, so if you recall the encoder circuit, then here we will have input from x1 to x7, and here we will have 3-bit output. So if value of all of these are 0, x1 to x7, then 0 0 0 means first row. Then if value of x1 is 1 and remaining all are 0, then we will get output 0 0 1. Then if value of x1 is 0 and x2 is 1 and remaining all are 0, then we will get 0 1 0 as output. Then if value of x1 and x2 is 0, x3 is 1 and remaining all are 0 0 0 0, means then we will get output as a 0 1 1. So similarly at last, if we are getting if there is input of x7 is 1 and all are 0, then we will get 1 1 1 as a output to encoder. So this output will be directly forwarded to this input to multiplexer, means this will be S0, this will be S1, and this will be S2. So this is how we can derive the circuit. Now what is this X1? Now we will try to focus what is this X1, what is X2, X3, X4, X5, X6 and X7. So let me try to explain you what is this and how we can derive the expression for individual element. So first of all, let us try to write down the expression for individual element. So what will be expression for S0? Expression for S0 will be, you can say x1, then x3, then x5, and then x7. So x1 plus x3 plus x5 plus x7. Next instruction S1. So what will be expression for S1? It will be x2 and x3. So x2 plus x3 plus x6 x7 or x7. Okay, so your meaning of plus is or. S2, what will be expression for S2? It will be you can say x4 or x5 or x6 or x7. So x4 or x5 or x6 or x7. Now what are these x1, x3, x5, x7? Okay, so we will try to figure it out that what is this x1, or how we can write down the expression for x1 or x2 or x3. Now let's have a look at the x1. So whenever value of x1 will be 1, which register is selected? AR. So here through AR, content of AR will be available to bus. So we can say in this case AR will work as a source. So we have to find out all the transaction where AR will work as a source. So let me write down some transaction for your reference where AR as a source. So let's say we are having two control function D4 T4 and D5 T5 where AR will work as a source. So here AR will work as a source, and in both case we will transfer the content into the program counter. Destination is program counter. So if you try to recall this instruction, then D0 was for AND, D1 was for add, then D2 was for load, D3 was for store, then D4 was for branch and conditional. So at that time also we were directly loading the effective address or destination or transfer address into program counter. Then D5 was BSA branch and save return address. So in both of this case we were using AR as a source, and so what will happen in both this transaction, content of AR will be transferred to program counter via you can say bus. So content of AR will be available into bus. So in both this transaction, content of AR will be available as bus. So if we try to prepare the expression for x1, then it will be d4 t4 plus d5 t5. Clear with this? So this is how it will work. Now, very important thing is memory. Why? Because memory will have two input. One input is read input and next input is write. Here we are considering only read. Why? Because in write there will be separate logic circuit. So for that we have to define we have to derive separate logic. So here we will try to focus on read. So we have to select all the transaction where memory will work as a source. Okay, so memory alone cannot provide the data, so we have to use address register with memory. So M of AR, so we will try to figure out, or we will try to find out all the transaction where transaction, or you can say micro operation where M of AR will work as a source. So if we try to figure out those you can say micro operation, then first one is R dash T1. So this is the T1 timing signal of instruction cycle where we will load the address into the program counter. Next is D7 dash means memory reference instruction, I means indirect addressing mode, and T3. So here we will try to read the effective address of operand using indirect addressing mode, and then we are having a few more transaction like D0 T4, which is D0 T4 means AND instruction, then D1 T4 means add instruction where we will read the operand from memory in both case, then D2 which is load accumulator, in that case also we will retrieve the operand from the memory, and last is D6 T4 which is branch and save return address. So in that case also we will retrieve the operand from the memory. So in all this case M of AR will be will work as a source, means it will be right side of you can say register transfer language. So in all this case this will work as a memory read. So we can say this will be X7. So this circuit which we have derived, you have to implement it as a part of memory read. You can design the circuit by looking at the previous video where we have discussed how we can create the input circuit for address register. So I hope that you have understood whatever I have tried to explain you, how we can create the circuit for various selection input, means x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6 and x7 of encoder, and how we can select a particular element. Thank you. So in next video, we will try to discuss how we can construct the circuit for accumulator. Thank you.